So you just started mentoring.
Just last October. Yeah, so just a few months ago.
So I know, because when I mentored, it takes a little bit to build a relationship with an elementary aged kid to get their trust. But so far in your short time, has anything sort of surprised you about the mentoring experience?
Well, sort of the good news was, and it's a little surprising. The only thing I was worried about is if I got got a boy that was really shy and kind of withdrawn.
Yeah.
Because I'm not real chatty, and I thought, that's not going to be great. Sitting there and just looking at each other. Well, Isaiah is pretty outgoing.
Yeah.
And I knew that immediately.
What would you say in your short time you've enjoyed the most, just like week to week getting to?
Well, he, like I said, the first time it didn't take too much long, just because he was pretty engaging,
Yeah.
But from that moment on, whenever I show up, he kind of runs and hugs me.
Mm-hmm.
When it's time to go, he hugs me. And in between all that, because we're sitting out at this table and the other kids are coming to lunch and all that, he has an older sister and a younger brother.
Yeah.
And when they come through, he hugs them, and I've gotten to know them a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's great to see that he has a real good bond with his brother and his sister.
Yeah. So I know it can be intimidating for a lot of people to jump into the idea of mentoring. What was the reason for you to decide to start mentoring this year?
Well, actually, I had done it years ago, many years ago. It was when I was working downtown, and it was actually kind of hectic to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But really this time it was about, one of the things that we have talked about in the leadership of the church, and you in particular, is being engaged with the community.
Yeah.
And you had reached out trying to seek for more mentors. And, the light bulb went off. I do have time, so it's easy to fit in my schedule. Plus, they're very flexible about it.
Yeah.
And so, it is a way to get engaged with community. I know, the teachers and staff, I think, love me as much as they love Isaiah. They welcome me and all that. So they've been very supportive. So it was just one of those opportunities to give back. It's not a burden. I don't have to plan for it. I don't have to prepare for it. I'm not there to, teach him or tutor him. And so, I get something out of it as well.
Yeah.
But really it is about being engaged with the community. And so I, applaud you and the church for continuing those efforts.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful for what you're doing. Any final word you want to say on mentoring that you haven't said?
Well, other than, the commitment is to do it for 1 year.
Yep.
And they'd like you to continue on. And the 1 year's not, I'm only 3 months in, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to try to do that.
Yeah.
I do travel some, and I've already told him there's going to be some weeks I won't make it there, and I'll let him, he'll know all that.
Yeah.
But I think, just like on the point where I was making, to see him grow and develop, year after year. So as long as I'm here, I'm going to try to do that.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks, Jim.
Okay. Thank you.